Hey, Patrick, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure for me.
Well, what is the hardest thing about being a coach?
Well, I never thought that way. I don't see it difficult. Of course, it's difficult, but I see it fun, exciting, challenging. So for me, I just wake up every morning and I'm excited for what's coming up. I have no idea. You change country every day, you change courts, you change opponents, and you have to navigate and find ways to improve your player and win titles. So I think it's more exciting than anything else.
Yes. You know, when I walked up to the court right now and I looked at the court, when you go to a new place, I'm like, that looks a little high. The net looks, sometimes that little feeling that every court seems like a little different. What would you coach your player when you come to a new court, which the lines are different, there's no doubles lines? So what would you tell them anything, if anything?
You know what? This court is exactly like a normal court. There is only, I say, one difference. No, there is no alley, but you don't need the alleys when you play singles. So this is not a change.
Yeah.
The only change is the net. If you look at the net, it's the same height, but it's on the lines. Usually it's a bit far back to the sides.
Correct.
Why we do that? So you can hit hot shots playing around the net. So I would totally coach my player to work on that so he can use it during the match.
There you go, because the net doesn't come all the way around and you go hit around the net, right?
Exactly.
That's what the coolest shot ever is, around the net.
The
around
best
the post.
shot around the post. And we want to see a lot of that. And every time we play UTS, we see players love to play those hot shots.
I see something different too. These lines look fat.
They are fatter.
They're fatter.
But it's just, it doesn't make any difference because they are exactly at the same distance as usual. We just made them fatter inside the court, so it doesn't make any difference. It just looks different. We want the court, we want people when they watch UTS to know after 1 second that it's not classical tennis, it's UTS. And thanks to the net, thanks to the lines, thanks to a lot of details, you see it straight away.
UTS is so fun to watch. I like the whole look of it and everything. How did you first get involved with it?
Well, I created it in 2020.
Oh, you created it, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I did create it in 2020 because I think tennis needs it. Tennis is an unbelievable sport. It's my sport. I love it. But the fan base of tennis is old, 61 years old average, and the new generation is not watching tennis. So we thought it was necessary to create a product that is tennis, but it's such a different tennis that it's attractive for the younger generation.
Look, I'm addicted to tennis. I play almost every day. Why is tennis such an addiction?
That's a good question. I'm addicted too, so we have something in common.
Yes, sir.
I think it's just the most exciting sport in the world. It's very challenging. You are trying to beat yourself every day.
Right.
It's a sport that drives crazy. It's so frustrating, but at the same time, it's exciting also. I think the feel of the ball is something. Wow! When you have the right sound and you hit the ball properly, it's such a great feeling. And I don't know what else to say. I find out that people, you know what, the fan base of tennis is 61 years old average because it's the exact same fan base as the one who fell in love with tennis in the 70s and the 80s, which shows that people are so loyal to tennis because it's so addictive. I
love the sound of a tennis ball hitting a racket. I hate the sound of pickleball.
I don't want to say anything bad,
okay.
But definitely that's one of the things I don't like. I mean, I think pickleball is cool, it's fun.
Yeah.
But the sound of the ball is just impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
So who's all going to? I know on the list who's going to be there. So all the list of players. How do you round up all these insane players?
Well, again, we want it to be very exciting for the young generation to watch. And for that, they need to connect with players. That's very important. So we chose players with two criteria. First criteria, great players, and they are great in terms of level. But second, the most exciting guys. And I believe that they will connect with the young generation because of their personalities. They like listen to the same music, they speak the same way, they like the same things. So it's easier to connect, and they are, for most of them, showmen. They're very tough competitors, but they love the show as well. So the goal is to have a great fight between the guys who really want to win because it's a serious competition, but at the same time, incredibly exciting and fun. And if we manage to have both, it's going to be the best event in the world.
No doubt. How fun was it watching Wimbledon, the finals?
Oh, finals was great. It was, it was very important, that match. Because now I think that Carlos will be the major threat for Novak, who's trying to establish the highest record of Grand Slam wins of all times. Such an exciting moment. We have a player who can score an incredible record, maybe 25, 28 Grand Slams, who knows?
Wow.
But now we have a young guy who showed that in the big moments, in the big finals of the Grand Slams, he can beat him. So this new rivalry makes tennis so exciting.
Absolutely. But I just want to tell you real quick, Patrick, if you guys need an extra guy, I'm around. I brought my rackets in the car, okay?
In case somebody gets injured, I'll think of you.
Oh, just think of me. I'm a fill-in guy. Okay. Patrick, a pleasure talking. I can't believe I'm even talking to you.
Thank you
it's
very
a pleasure.
much.
A
It's
pleasure.
a
Thank you,
pleasure
sir.
for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.